sir. Right now on the Belt Parkway. And all types of traffic. All types of traffic right now. We're headed towards Brooklyn. Headed towards Williamsburg to park up the big body Jeep. Good looking out to Papa Doc. Holding it down every time we back in the city.
In 3/4 of a mile, take exit 17th Avenue on
but
right
yeah, we're about
to
to head
Nassau
over there to
Expressway.
Williamsburg so that we could walk the Brooklyn Bridge, heading into Soho, check out a couple stores, so that my lovely wife was shopping.
The trip is like this. We put our car down somewhere in Williamsburg, where we're gonna eat in the evening when we come back, but then from there we head to the Brooklyn Bridge. We either take a bicycle or feet walking over the bridge, and yeah, seeing the nice views, touch the bridge once, and I mean, we went through with the car, but that's not the same. Once we had to Seoul, where I always wanted to be and never went to so far that last several years. And then we're gonna go back over the Williamsburg Bridge to our destination for dinner.
That's the plans for the day. Going to go around the city a bit. Maybe we take the city bike. Who knows? Another thing I've never done, rode a bike in New York City. Yeah, you know, it's just a different perspective when you've lived here your entire life, but it's actually really cool. I'm appreciative of Bluelee because it's because of her I've actually explored more of my own city.
In 1/2 mile, keep right to North
she has
Congress Avenue.
a tourist perspective and brought a lot of things to like to do. So that's what's up.
Yay!
So that's what we're doing today, guys. Oh my God. Zoom in, look at the Subaru.
In 1/4 mile, keep right to North Congress
Fast and
Avenue.
Furious out here in New York, filmed in New York.
Yeah, it's a complete look at my man.
Keep right onto
Crazy.
North Conduit Avenue.
But that's
Yeah.
you just need to maneuver accordingly. But it's a lot going on here in New
In 1
York. It's a
mile,
completely
keep right
different
to North
driving
Conduit
circumstance
Boulevard.
in Switzerland per se than it is here in NYC. Right now we're in Brooklyn actually. So we just hopped off the belt and we're officially in Brooklyn. Look at all the filth and the grass.
Yeah, it's crazy.
You know, you gotta.
Telling you that's so different to Swiss. We live in such a clean ass country.
Yeah, man, crazy. Look at all the litter.
And then you come in here and tell you it's different. It looks different, it smells different.
Oh my goodness, yesterday while where were we walking to?
Woo!
Yeah,
That was
we were
crazy.
walking to the Spanish bar already, right? We were walking there when we smelled it.
Yeah, that was crazy.
So we're basically walking on the street.
Like a park, it was like a park.
Yeah, and we ended up in Lower Manhattan to go to a Spanish bar. It's called Gonzales.
Yeah.
If you're ever in New York, you want to dance a little salsa.
Hey,
Merengue, bachata, reggae, reggaeton.
I loved it. Even live music.
Yeah, word.
Check it out.
Live music for the salsa. But anyway, on the way there, just step into a cloud of like shit.
Oh, I'm telling you.
Like,
it was like one of these moments.
What did you say?
In
Oh, you
1/2
said it
mile,
smells
keep right to North
like dead
Conduit
humans.
Boulevard.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Do you know what that smells like, babe?
That's how it smells.
Yeah, that's how you would imagine it.
Exactly. That's how I imagined it, how it was smelling for you.
Crazy. I don't know, but
You
damn,
smelled
but look
dead
at that,
humans
though. That's
already?
terrible, though. Like, to think about it,
You smell that humans already?
that's terrible. No, I haven't like smelled a corpse. You know,
But I thought you saw somebody.
Yeah, I've seen corpses. But once it's gone through like processing, you're not gonna smell it.
Mm-hmm.
Like if you smell a dead human, that means
Keep right
that
onto North Conduit
the
Boulevard.
carcass has laid there for a few days. unattended. You know, because to be able to smell a human, it does take a little bit. Like the body's not gonna smell immediately.
In
But supposedly they say
but they
that.
do
right on
something then
Granville Queen
afterwards
Avenue.
for
Then
the
turn
family
left.
to see the person
Yeah, exactly.
that doesn't smell anymore.
Yeah, exactly.
Do you know how this is called?
Embalmment.
Yeah.
When you embalm a body, it's like actually an Egyptian custom to embalm the body and make it like still that the flesh is preserved for a longer period of time.
Well, actually, that was not the only. That's what I had to think before, because yes, that was so bad to walk through there. But the day before, we went to the Dave East concert. Shout out to Dave East, it was really nice.
My boy.
Nice show. I especially also liked the room, the setting, the what was it called? PlayStation Theater. And it's really nice for everybody, also small people like me, to be able to see, because it's like it goes up and then you have this nice view at nice pre-acts. It was a nice show. He had his daughter right there. It was so sweet. His mama. Everybody was on stage. As his bra were flying, he had to quickly stop the show to tell the whole new ladies to please wait for the next show. When the ladies, I mean his family, can watch it, or he's not there basically. So yeah, quick dive away. So as we went home, we traveled by train home, and we were going in one of this
a train car.
A train car.
Yeah.
Excuse me. And it was crazy. It was so funky in there. And we went to the next
But
one.
do you know why it smelled?
Yeah, probably, but that's not always
No,
the case.
but why? In the train, do you know why it smelled so bad?
Because there were some roofless people.
Yeah, homeless people. Yeah.
Yeah.
It was the people.
I know that, and
it's crazy.
don't get me wrong. Like, I feel sorry for everybody who has no roof, and I'm trying to help with food or like giving them something they could use for better conditions. Sure, you can't help everybody, but I really try. But that's not the point. That I don't want to tell like homeless people can't be in there. I mean, I understand when you have no home and it's cold outside, you want to go somewhere where it's warm, so they just sleep in there. But I was also in train cars where it was the case, but it was not so bad. So it was like really bad. The first train car, the second one was even worse, and the third was okay. Somebody else was walking around with us. But yeah, quickly to that other topic, homeless people, like, it makes me very sad every time when I'm here. For me, it's shocking how many people in the States are homeless. And not only in New York, I've been in Miami, I've been to California, San Francisco, and San Diego, and everywhere I see these people, and it truly hurts to see that. And or you can try to go buy them some food, give them maybe some clothes, or like something little you could help. But it's so sad for me to see how much of this is existing here, because yes, in Swiss it's not the same, and we have another system, and you get help when you're down. And here it's just like, damn, what had to happen to all these people that they're so down that nobody of the family or friends or whoever helps you anymore, like that you're so alone. And yeah, like I saw pictures I will never forget, also in San Francisco especially. That was crazy. I saw this family, a young man, young woman with their baby in the hand and the suitcase, and you clearly saw they were on some drugs, and they were just walking to the city, and that hurt, like, to see that the baby, yeah, looks like the baby is in not really good hands on one hand, but on the other
in
side,
1/4 mile, Turn right on
in general for
Granville
them
Payne Avenue.
that
Then
it
turn
comes
left.
so far. That yeah, that it's that sad. And also like some people which were walking with mattresses through the city, like crazy things. We were in that first hostel that night where we were in a really back quarter, and we had to also wait like 2 hours until you could use the bathroom. I had claustrophobia in that room. That was crazy. I felt
Where?
in like San Francisco for one night. I mean, claustrophobia. I had to deal with it. It was just very tiny. I was with a friend there. We had to share that little bed. Wait on the toilet. It's not wavy, but the next day we said, okay, we're moving. We found something only like $10 more. So nice, close to the pier and a motel or something, and you could sleep in a nice bed. We even had like a breakfast and all that. But it was good to see that. I mean, it makes you sad and it hurts and all that, but you also need to see the other sides to really understand and appreciate the good things and where you're coming from. And I mean, that's not the only experience I had or the only thing I saw, but all I'm saying is really
Turn right on Granville Payne Avenue.
good to
Then
let
turn
that
left.
in. And yeah. Still in that traffic right here.
Yeah, man. Whole bunch of traffic.
You also had a similar experience like that? I mean, I know you grew up here, so that's maybe, I mean,
Yeah, honestly, I'm just
another.
comfortable in it, you know.
No, but maybe somewhere you went out of the country, which it was not. I mean, I don't know. Well, how is it when you grow up here? It's just when you see the homeless people kind of normal? Because for me, every time I come here and every human on the street I see living that
for me,
lifestyle is so hard.
It still makes me so sad though. Like, I see it and you peep. Like, I still try to give money, or when you said that you'd like to give the food, I encouraged it, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I feel like you should still try and help people that are in need, but it's just such an excess
Yeah.
that there's only so much you could do if 5 people a day are asking you for some change or for money.
Yeah.
So eventually most of the people just ignore them completely, you know.
Because they're too used to.
Yeah. Like,
They see like that's.
I remember
so
there
not
were times
normal for me.
like when I was up, like when I started to like really work and get money, because I was always grinding and looking for an opportunity to make money, which is another reason why I can't understand how you allow yourself to get this low. But at the same time, you never really know how life could take a turn for the worst, you know.
Exactly.
So I'm like, I've made a jump in my finances in some way, and
Turn
I have
right on Georgia
over
Avenue.
the past
Then
5
turn
years,
right.
like constantly increased my net worth, you know. So I always, like, if I had cash in my wallet, just give a 5 here. Like, I remember one time I gave a dude a $20 bill.
Wow.
You know.
$20?
Yeah, because I had just like gotten a check. Check must have been like 1,000 and change or something, you know. And I was like chilling. I was hype. I had like $300 in my wallet, and I don't even remember how old I was. I was probably like 18, 19, and I was just like, you know, here's a 20. He didn't really even say thank you. He just took it and kept walking. But for me, it's just like, okay, if this person is here on the train asking people for money, you need to completely kill your pride.
Turn right on Jamaica Avenue,
you know?
then turn left.
Because I wouldn't want to have to stoop so low.
Yeah.
And ask random people on the train to give me money, you know. Like, I'd rather work and get my bread than do this. So if there's a point in time you have to ask for help, because, you know, even now I still do it. Like, I'll be lying if I said I wouldn't maybe ask somebody for a loan, though. Like,
turn left on Granville Payne Avenue.
it's different if you're
then
asking
turn
people
left.
to give you money, and then if you're, you know, in a bad spot and you just need a little extra cash. So that's why even in these moments, if I've had cash, I always try to give a little something. But when you're living here, it's just so much. Like, imagine every day you're on the train and somebody's coming up to you to ask you for money. You know?
And what I'm trying to do also, I think is kind of very good to see who really needs it, is to give some food, like to give them something. I mean, don't get me wrong, I already gave money, but when I provide them food and they take it, say thank you, then I know how much they truly need it. Because we talked about it already, there's also the other side which kind of tries to take advantage from this. What is very sad in my eyes, like it happened in San Francisco. A friend of me saw a homeless person and said, hey, can I buy something warm, like coffee? And the person says, yes, please, blah, blah, blah. So they're walking to a coffee shop, and that homeless person, I make like this because it was just unbelievable to me, says, but please, or please, I don't know if she said please, but let's go to Starbucks, I like that coffee more. And then I'm just thinking like, okay, but what is the point right now? Like, if somebody's helping you, because you said many people just pass by, but there's also people that help. And then you try to help, and a situation like this happens, it's kind of like,
that he asked to go to Starbucks?
Yeah, instead of going to that coffee shop which was right there. And just the fact of her trying to help is what matters, and not what kind of coffee you have. Then you're like, okay, what kind of expectations do you have?
Yeah,
like,
you guys just
are you really homeless?
And you anyway went to the Starbucks, right?
She did in the end, I think she did it with him, like that she was so kind that she went to the Starbucks. But many people will not do that. That's my point, like. And for example, me recently, I bought food for a homeless person, and he was on the street with a cartoon. As we drove through, I gave $3 or I don't know, several dollars, several singles, and then I went buy food and bringing it to him, and he said thank you and took it, and I knew, okay. But there's also other homeless people which were clearly homeless, and I offered them something. They said no because they were pride, and I said, listen, if you're not taking it, I have to throw it away, and then they took it. So it's like the people are very different, which are homeless, so they have different situations, different prides. But you just told me, and that's crazy to me, that like that other situation with like other people trying to take advantages of the people they suffer, that's existing, that people playing pretend
to be homeless. Yeah, and they just do that like for a certain amount of time. Say they just stand at a particular place for 2-3 hours, you know, and they look homeless. You just rip the shirt up, you know, maybe put a little mud on the face, like, rip up the pants, have no shoes on, and then you stand there with a cup, like, oh, please some money, please some money. Some people do pretend and do this shit.
And I couldn't believe that, because I don't know how far a person, or how that can happen, that you do something like this just to get money for fun, almost like.
It's a hustle, like.
No, but these people are not homeless though, like.
Yeah, exactly.
Basically, they, not that they make, yeah, exactly. They take advantage of the people that are truly homeless, and I think that's not right at all. And
honestly, in my opinion, respectless.
In 3 miles, turn left on Nassarola Street.
Hey, to each his fucking own.
Completely agree.
Because I've been homeless, and that shit is not cool. You know.
You wanna say some words to that? How that experience went for you? Or not, you know, really?
Just a long story short, not to get too much into detail. My parents and I weren't on good terms for a minute due to certain things that transpired, and didn't want me to be in the house, basically. So yeah, for a short period of time, like, I didn't necessarily have a roof over my head. It was questionable where I'd sleep, what I'd be able to eat, and it was definitely a learning experience. And I'm doing everything in my power never to be in that situation again. So you just really gotta stay on your toes, show people love and respect. If you see somebody that needs help and you have the ability to help them, you know, I think come out of your heart genuinely and do a good deed for someone, you know. I've always felt like that, even before me experiencing what it actually felt like, you know, to be homeless. But now living in Swiss and coming back here every time, it's just like, damn, there's really a whole difference just in structure and in cleanliness. Like, you know, there are a lot of countries that are far beyond what you might see here. Like right now, where are we? Are we in Bushwick right now? Brooklyn? I'm not even 100% sure. Yeah, we're on Bushwick. So we're in Bushwick right now. You feel me? Now it's gotten a lot better. The crime rate's a lot lower. Not so much gang activity anymore. You know, there are definitely some parts that are active, but for the most part, people could live. But it's just a low income city in New York. You feel me? Crazy though. I actually went to high school here in this area. We're in Bushwick now, but I went to school in Bed-Stuy. And it's just a complete difference when you're able to actually travel and experience another culture and way of life, man.
Yeah.
It gives you an appreciation from where you've come from, and it just gives you that extra kick in the ass to let it be known, like, shit can really be worse.
Definitely. I actually had that first experience as I met you in DR. We met in DR. And that was the first time I traveled out of Europe and had a long distance plane flight. And we went out the hotel complex and saw some other things. So that was opening my eyes. Not at all that I was an unappreciative person before, but it does not only let you see bad things happen or worse things happen, it let you change your view you have. And I mean, in the end, even if it's sad to me, and I always said how I can, I try to help, like if it's to give some food or trying to have like support a child somewhere to be able to go to school, or for health, like if they need help and so on. And I do also for animal protection and so on. And but it's crazy when you see that other things happen, how much more you appreciate your possibilities. I cannot talk necessarily now about New York. You can say more about this to grow up, how it is here and so on, and the possibilities. But in Swiss, you have the opportunities and the possibilities. Doesn't mean though we're not working hard or the money is growing on the trees, because some people, they think they can come and then
the work rate is
they can take down the money like apples, some fresh nice apples, but that's not how it is though. But the system, we have a good system, we have a democracy. Democracy. It's another thing. I couldn't speak English very well at all as I met him. So he had some communication issues in the beginning. But hey, I speak too. But
it didn't feel like an issue though, I don't honestly.
I mean, not an issue, but
well, yeah, of course, it just wasn't so easy to have a dialogue. But
let's say it like that. We never had an issue, but
we came along nicely.
Exactly. We had this moment where we just looked in each other's eyes with no words, and we understood each other. Can we let it like that?
Yes, exactly. And then over a span of 6 years now, we both speak each other's mother language.
Yeah, that's so nice. You can speak German now too.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, baby.
But I would turn that off now. You killed all the battery.
Yeah, because we want to save some for our trip to the
Yeah,
Brooklyn
but there
Bridge.
is none. Turn that shit off now. See this beautiful skyline. We're finally on the Brooklyn Bridge.
We made it after a long...
Look at that. You see the World Trade Center. The Empire State Building.
Every day, holiday, let me pray, listen, that's all I'm gonna say. Let me create, my schedule feels great, like my lemon cake, all self-made. No time pressure, nothing to measure, feel all the pleasure. Haze G13 strong, laugh attacks, give me some more.